In this video, we're going to be talking about the huge market crash coming tomorrow in NBA 2K25 My Team with these new downtown super packs dropping. As you guys can see, if you saw my video earlier today, I did mention that I was going to make a separate video talking about what I can expect with the market and how the market should drop quite a bit for especially Galaxy Opal cards, Pink Diamonds, and we'll talk about what I can expect the odds to be on these new downtown super packs. But as you guys can see, these are the new downtown super packs that are going to be dropping tomorrow with Invincible Gary Payton, 100 overall George Myteam, Pink Diamond Pete Maravich, and Pink Diamond Rick Barry. But the thing I wanted to talk about is what are these odds going to look like? Because if we just look at a standard Skylines pack and we take a look at the odds, there is a 14% chance of a Galaxy Opal and there is a 35% chance of a Pink Diamond. Now, I think this is really going to affect Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds a ton, and maybe even some Dark Matters, because if you guys remember last season with the Flash Super Packs, they would have a 35% chance, I believe, of a Pink Diamond, and they would only have like a 5% chance at a Galaxy Opal. So the Galaxy Opal pull rate wasn't that high, and the Dark Matter pull rate wasn't that high either. But like if the Pink Diamond pull rate on a base or on a standard Skylines pack, which is the first drop in Season 7, if it has a 35% chance at a Pink Diamond, I would assume it's going to be over 50% chance, for these new downtown super packs. I think there's going to be at least a 50% chance to pull a Pink Diamond. So like right off the rip with Pink Diamond cards, we can expect those Pink Diamonds to go down a ton. So I mean, cards like Michael Beasley are still going for about 45 to 50k, which is, not a bad price for Beasley, but you would expect if there's a 50% chance to pull a Pink Diamond and people are going to be opening up these super packs, I could see Beasley going down to like 35,000 MT because of these super packs dropping. And if there's a 50% chance of a Pink Diamond, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a 25 to 30% chance of pulling a Galaxy Opal. So we can again expect a lot of Galaxy Opal cards to go down in price. If we look at Galaxy Opal Dino Raja, he's actually up right now. Dino Raja is like 55k, and I think on the no money spent, I'm going to go ahead and sell this card to kind of prepare for this, because I wouldn't be surprised if Dino goes back down to 25,000 MT. I mean, if he's selling for 55k right now, if I can sell mine for under 50k, I think that's a really good steal, because he is not going to be 50,000 MT tomorrow unless like they don't change the odds for Galaxy Opals. But if there's already a 14% chance to pull a Galaxy Opal in one of these packs, I don't see how it's not at least a 25% chance to pull a Galaxy Opal card, and that's going to cause these Galaxy Opals to go down a ton in price. Now, I'm not sure how much they're going to boost up the Dark Matter odds, and I don't think there's going to be that big of a crash for Dark Matter cards, maybe like a little bit for some Dark Matters, but I don't really expect there to be that big of a crash for Dark Matters or 100 overall cards or even Invincibles, because if we take a look at the Invincible cards right now in this game, Giannis, there's 2 up, right? LeBron, there's probably 1 up, right? How many LeBrons are there? Yeah, there's literally only 1 LeBron that has 38 legend badges. Shaq, there's actually quite a bit. There is 4 Shaqs up. LaMelo Ball, there's only 1 of. Dr. J, there's probably maybe a couple Dr. J's. There is actually no Dr. J's on the auction house, and then Wemby, there's probably maybe a couple. Is there no Wembys on the auction house as well on Xbox? So I don't really expect there to be, that many Invincible cards pulled. Maybe Gary Payton will be a little bit cheaper than these Invincibles. Like, I don't think he's going to go for the 4 million MT or whatever LaMelo Ball goes for. I don't see Gary Payton being that expensive, but I don't think we'll see like, 5 Wembys on the auction house. I don't think we'll see like, 5 Dr. J's. I don't think there's going to be a plethora of Invincible cards being pulled. Same thing with 100 overall cards. I just don't see these cards really having too big of an effect with this market crash with these super packs dropping. But I could see maybe some Dark Matters. If we take a look at the cheapest Dark Matters right now in this game, I do want to just see like what's the cheapest Dark Matter. I know Mike Miller's like 60k, and I believe he's one of the cheapest. There is a couple, or there's Corey Maggette at 50k here. So if we're not counting Corey Maggette, what's the next cheapest Dark Matter? Maybe like an Alex English, or how is there no? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but Mike Miller, yeah, he's about 60k as well. So Corey Maggette, Mike Miller, about 60k MT or cheaper. I could maybe see a couple more cards coming into that price range, like an Alex English, maybe a Bargnani, like maybe a Manu Ginobili. These type of cards, might drop in price. Like a Luol Deng, I could see that type of card going down to 100k. Maybe Sar gets close to like 150-ish, but Luol Deng, I could see this card probably becoming a buy now tomorrow. Some cards that are on like the cusp of being buy now prices, I could definitely see, dropping to a buy now price. Even cards like Galaxy Opal Giannis, because he's going to be in those packs as well. I do believe at least in the last season super packs and the Flash super packs, when these super packs would drop every single Tuesday, they would have like every single card in the game. So they would have Pink Diamond Beasley in those packs. They would have Pink Diamond Wemby, and that's another card that I think will drop. So if you have a Pink Diamond Wemby, it might be a really good idea to sell this card, because I believe Pink Diamond Wemby is still going for more than a buy now. I'm pretty confident if there's over a 50% chance, or if there's a 50% chance to pull a Pink Diamond in these new super packs, I mean, he's got to become a buy now price again. So cards like Wemby, cards like Beasley, I could see dropping a lot in price. And some Galaxy Opals, Dino Raja, Miles Turner, for example, I know he's up in price a ton. He's up to 80,000 MT. That is insane for Miles Turner. I could see him come back down to about 50 to 60k for his Galaxy Opal card. And maybe some newer Galaxy Opals like Denny and Bogut could definitely be going down in price as well. So if you guys have any Galaxy Opals, the top tier Opals, like if you have a Bogut, for example, he's not even a buy now right now. I'm very confident that if there's like a 20-25% chance to pull a Galaxy Opal, which again, if there's already a 14% chance, I mean, there's a lot higher. There's a 41% chance in this deluxe pack. But if we're talking about the standard pack, there's a 14% chance to pull a Galaxy Opal. I don't remember what the odd upgrades were for the second highest tier, which were for Pink Diamonds. Pink Diamonds, I believe, went from like 17% to 30%. So like it was up quite a bit. So yeah, I could see like 25 to 30% for a Galaxy Opal. And I could see the dark matter odds maybe going up to like 5%. Maybe like 4 to 5% for a dark matter. So that's where I could see potentially more dark matters being pulled, and they might even make like the 100 overall odds a 1%, because right now it says less than 1% chance for 100 overall. I could see that maybe turned into like a 1% chance for just specifically 100 overall cards. But the 100 overall plus, like the Invincibles, they're obviously not going to be at a 1% odd. So I could see that potentially happening for these super packs. And across the board, I think the market will go down quite a bit. Maybe not for the top tier dark matters. Like I don't think Dikembe Mutombo, I mean, he's really expensive, so maybe he'll go down in price just because of the fact that he's really expensive right now, and maybe some more people will pull him tomorrow in those super packs. So I would say like usually the first time we get these super packs in a season, it does have quite big of an effect on the market, even though people know what's going to happen. So if you guys have some Galaxy Opals that are maybe inflated in price, like a Dino Raja, a Miles Turner, some of these cards, like even a Giannis, if you have his Galaxy Opal, if you have like a Pink Diamond Wemby and you're maybe wanting to sell, you can hold on to Beasley because he might go down from like 45k to 30k. It might not be that big of a difference, but there could be definitely a market crash for a card like Beasley as well. I just wanted to get you guys this updated video talking about the market, what I honestly what I can expect seeing with these downtown super packs. It had the exact same effect on the market last season with the flash super packs. It was every single Tuesday around like midday to end of the day. Like I would say probably around like 4 p.m. Eastern time to like 9 p.m. Eastern time is like the best time to buy cards. So if you guys want to log on 2K tomorrow and you want to wait and see and try to buy some cards for that price, or in that price range, I should say, in that time range, if you want to buy cards for cheaper, that's probably the best time range to be looking to buy cards tomorrow from these new super packs. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully hopefully you guys can find it helpful. But let me know, are you guys selling your cards? Are you guys not? Are you guys going to maybe look to buy some cards tomorrow? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.